Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Tonight I have a post review of an EverMoment canvas for you. I have been working on this for some time, and I hope that this can help you make up your mind whether or not to buy an EverMoment. So without any further ado, I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Ta-da! Isn't it gorgeous? Just look at the shine and the sparkle. Yes, so this is, and I'll turn it a little bit for you here. Isn't it just glitters so well. I know some people say that square doesn't sparkle as much as round. It's true, it's kind of more of a shimmer, but these drills are fantastically shiny. So just to remind you, if you haven't done so already, my unboxing for this is up in the eye above. If you're interested to see all of the little details about, what was in the box and how it arrived and everything. But in that unboxing, I pretty much gave this a near perfect score. The only thing that was wrong with this canvas, I'll show you here, was a pucker. You can see the evidence of that pucker just there. That's where it was, I believe. And it was fixed. I could be wrong as well. That could not be the pucker. That could have just been some wrinkle that I made, but there is absolutely no damage to the glue, and there was no issue with the stickiness of it. I was able to lay the drills down, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in that area by the wine stem. I haven't watched that video in a while, so I'm not sure exactly where it was, but anyhow, this is about the post review. You're here for the post review, so I'll just give you the details. There were no issues whatsoever with the canvas. No bubbles, no slipping, no issue with the drills not sticking. They all laid down perfectly onto this canvas. There was only a small bit of excess glue on these ends, on the bottom and the top. And I laid down this strip of washi tape just to protect the edge of this canvas from my wrist and my clothes. So that's why that's there. But there were no issues with the canvas. The diamonds, obviously you can tell that they are super, super shiny, but what you're probably really interested in is whether or not they gave me enough. So here is my Craftmates box, how I stored them. And these are the diamonds. Now I've just caused static, of course, by opening this up, but we'll just pull out some. Well, for example, I'll show you the bottom of them. Try to turn it over for you. Yeah, in the light. Now, do you see this color here? This is 154. Well, I have good news for you. There were two colors where I had two full big bags left over. And one of those was 154 and the other was 939. So there were no issues whatsoever. I had plenty of leftover, and there's about 800 or so in these bags. So that means I'm just going to keep these in their packets, and I'm going to put them into my long-term storage. So these are all of the leftover diamonds. There's more than 200 in every color except 964, I believe. I mean, I'm just eyeballing it here, so I don't know 100%. But if you look into that container, there's maybe 100 or so. But at no point was I worried that I was going to run out of diamonds. I had no fear of that happening. So I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side. So I'm going to have to break that down, and I'm going to make another video on how to do that and how I store my diamonds after I'm finished. So stay tuned for that one. But I was just going to show you the leftover trash drills that I have. And as you can see, the majority of these drills, they are riddled with holes. Quite a few of them had holes on the sides, like so, and then others had them in the top. Now, I was being very picky on this painting. I didn't lay down a single drill with holes unless I did it during a nighttime live stream, and then I went back and fixed them all. So I was being very, very, very picky about it, but these are not ones that I was just going to put down. These are all of the trash. I went through all the trash drills. This is a very small amount. Now you can see some round ones in there. And there were ones with little bits stuck to the side, and there's bits of trash like that in there too. So I don't think that's bad at all. I didn't have any issues with the drills, and now we're going to get a close-up look at the canvas. And you can see that in some areas, especially light areas, you're going to have a little bit of gapping. And you're probably going to see little tiny hairs from my sweaters as well. So don't pay attention to them. But as you can see, sometimes there's a little bit of space. That's normal. And it's going to be a little noticeable when you're doing, say, a lighter color. You're going to see, I'm just going to zoom you in there. Can you see how there's more gaps? Or you can see in between the gaps in lighter colors rather than the darker colors. Okay, that's normal. And it's nothing that you need to worry about, because people are not going to be looking at your canvas that close up. So, zoom me back out here, 1 second. So guys, the diamonds are perfect. There was some trash, which is to be expected, but just so you know, the gapping isn't really an issue. Once you get far away from it, you can't even tell. This is the kind of picture where you really do need to be far away from it to enjoy it, because up close you are about maybe 2 feet away from 2.5. No, not 2.5, more like 2. You're about 2 feet away from this canvas, and it does look pixelated. But I bought this for a restaurant, a very dark restaurant. In fact, there are only windows in the front of it. So no one is going to see the gaps and probably no one's going to notice any pixelation either, unless they get really close to it. But I'm just about to frame this, so if you're interested in seeing that, hang on till the end and you can see a little bit of a framing video. But were there any challenges to this? No, it was a pleasure to work with. Hi, Luna. That's my dog. The experience of doing this painting was very good. I did not have to interact with the seller at all because everything came with it. I believe that when I first got it, I asked her how many diamonds were in the bags, and she explained that to me. And I think the end result is magnificent. There are a few questionable choices in the programming that they use, like there are these green beads in the reflection of the light on the bottle, which I thought was an interesting choice, but when you step back away from it, you don't notice that. Same with this very dark bead right in the middle of the glass. But you know what? I trust the process, and I think that it's not going to be that difficult or terrible or you know, affect the viewer's opinion of it. So overall, the final score on this, and where I'm getting my score from, is this diamond painting review sheet that I modified from another YouTuber with permission. The final score is 9.75 out of 10 points. I absolutely recommend EverMoment. I think that their stuff is amazing. It's very fun to work with. It's well worth the price. And to be honest with you, I just think that if you're going to spend the money on a gift, that maybe you should consider spending a little extra for someone special. But, you know, you won't have any issues. You won't need to worry needlessly about your drills or your canvas. And if there is an issue, Zoe, the representative for EverMoment who speaks English, will definitely help you with any query that you have. So yes, I absolutely recommend it. I think this is an incredible store. I really enjoy this picture, and I hope that my brother-in-law does too. So thanks everybody for watching, and stay tuned here at the end for a little bit of a framing video. Hey everybody, so here we are mid-framing. This is a huge frame. I can barely get it into focus. It's a 70 by 100 frame, and then it has the mat that makes this a, what is it, 50 by 70? So it's 5 centimeters short. So I'll just show you what I'm doing here. So see how, sorry about the mess down there, but see how the washi tape is covering the rest of the gap that's there, okay? And the drills are over by a row on either side here. And I've triple measured, okay? So if you can see, it's the same here. The washi tape is doing all the hard work and covering the canvas. So that I'm gonna lay down there. I've centered it. I made sure that everything's okay. And now we tape. So unfortunately, the only tape I have is masking tape, which is used for painting. It's this kind of tan color tape. And this roll of tape is like the devil's tape. It always splits, and I have to find the end again and keep going back and pulling. So I'm going as gently, as slowly as I can before it dies on me. Okay, here we go. So gosh. I guess this is the dirty part that nobody shows you, but this part is really important because if you don't tape it down on the mat, sorry guys, if you don't tape it down, then it can wiggle around or it can come loose. If somebody jostles the painting, whoops, then, you know, you're kind of screwed, in a manner of speaking. So I'm gonna double tape the top edge where I know the most hanging pressure will be. Okay, so that's nice and secure on there. And then I'm gonna do the same, kind of in the middle, on the edges like this, okay, just so it doesn't move. And hopefully the pressure of the backing will hold it in place. Right, okay, so Yeah, Michael Guineas in Tralee. The frame was $35.99. That's in euro, of course. And there was no hassle or anything. There were plenty of them there. I don't think it is a common size to buy. I hope that doesn't look puckered. Why does that feel like it looks like it's puckered? Hang on. I'm going to try one last time, and if it still looks that way, it could just be the pressure of something. Let's see. Ow. Grammy. Okay. That's it. Okay, so now I'm going to put the backing on. Super important to remember to put the top bracket of a portrait on the top. Okay. There we go. I'm going to slide this into the top. Those were down already for some reason, so I didn't pull them up before. Now you know how this looks, so I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, so all of the pegs are down, so now for the big reveal. Oh goodness, okay, here goes nothing. Uh-oh. So it's a little heavy. And I can see a hair that's on the inside. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little more work. 2 seconds. Now guys, here we go. The finished painting. What do you think? Isn't that cool? Just gonna go up closer. I'm glad I had this washi tape. I'm sure if you look hard enough at the top edge, I'm gonna zoom you up. You can see a few drills pushed out, but I think it kind of gives it character. But to my knowledge, you can't see the color table. So it's perfect. It's really good. Sorry about the light bulb glare. There we go. If I step back, you're gonna see my printer and stuff, but that's gonna look amazing. I'll keep you updated as to what it looks like inside the restaurant. 2 seconds now. There we go. So you can see it just it's almost the length of my table. And yes, if you haven't seen it before, my table is a desk, an old door, excuse me. My desk is an old door from inside a very old house. So there you go. There you have it. It looks fantastic. Super shiny. As you can see, the glitter just glints off of every little speckle. I love it. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.